Hi folks, how are we doing today? Alright, so let's do a mold pull. So, let's start with our little dump skull with the black. And it looks like those filler pieces I put in actually did sink all the way to the surface. And just invert, damn you. They actually look really friggin' cool. I will have to keep this method in mind, especially with that particular type of filler, next time I'm using the black ink. But look at that. Cool. Okay, next up we have our wild bob. This bob has a lot going on. I mean, look at the back of that. That looks stunning, just the back. Alright. Carefully demold, so we don't end up with a broken bob, and voila. So we got a chromatic orange here, which turned into a chromatic fuchsia. And then these are interference powder layers, which turned out really well, honestly. So yeah, there we go. One wild bob. Not to be confused with a wild eep. And if you understand that reference, you're old. Okay. Next up we have our solid snake. Not to be confused with liquid snake. And if you understand that reference, you're a nerd. Why does that feel wet? That's interesting. But anyway. Alright. So here's our snake egg. We have our gold, red, and pink snake, our gray scale egg. A little bit of bleeding, but not a lot. I think that looks pretty cool. On to our getting stuff out of our own way. Need to put those molds away before they get dusty. Okay, so next we have our little snake jewelry box. Alright, there's the lid. Nice and sharp, nice and clean. 1, 2 tiny little bubbles. I'm not prepared to be salty about that. Okay, and then we have the body of our jewelry box. Okay, so black dye and silver mica. Looks pretty good. And then bronze and gold for the snake. That's a good looking egg. Okay, alright. And now finally we have the big sleepy dragon in the moon. On the moon. With the moon? Whatever. I need to make more space for myself in my workspace. Honey, you are gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that dragon. Love the blue vein work. That was perfect, especially against the purple mica powder. Green looks good. It really looks like he has just different shaded scales for underbelly and top scales. Kind of hard to see the black filler stone pieces, but the crushed glass looks great. I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Okay, cool. That will look good on somebody's wall, or whatever. And then we have the beautiful black mirror finish on the back. Okay, that's all the pieces that need pulling. So let me real quick show you the work in progress planned for today. That is this guy. So if you were with me last night, you know that I had to raise the level on the base plate because the hands didn't fit. So I might still have to raise this a little bit more before I can attach the hands. This is going to be a really dense, big piece. Crap. Alright, I might just end up trimming these flower petals down so that I can put this in here. Because, I mean, they're going to be underneath the surface of the hands anyway, so it doesn't matter if they don't look quite right. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to have to do. Alright, well, now we have a plan for the day, so I will bid you good evening, or whatever time it is, and see you guys in a little bit for a pour video. Bye.